All right, so we still haven't found Brian Laundrie, but there are some incredible theories coming out, like this new one, because Dog the Bounty Hunter is super involved. But internet sleuths are peddling this conspiracy theory that Brian Laundrie is hiding under his parents' flower bed in their backyard.
Bad Ronald, what did I tell you?
That's right.
Kyle Dunnigan has joined us, by the way.
Hello.
Kyle Dunnigan.
Yes.
As far as Dog the Bounty Hunter, don't you think he should be trying to find some leave-in conditioner?
Yes.
Don't you feel like there are plenty of people missing? There's always going to be people missing. But leave-in conditioner, that seems to be the one elusive. That is the one case you cannot crack, dog. Find some leave-in conditioner and then get on to finding all these murderers who are on the land.
He needs a good to-do list for him would be good.
Yeah, you're on point with that. Do you want to see why people think that he's hiding under the flower bed?
Yes.
Which, by the way, there's some holes in this theory, but there is a picture going around, not easy to see, a little grainy. It's drone footage over the backyard. And
hold on.
Yeah.
Max Zapata or Caitlyn, find the trailer for Bad Ronald. I think I'm definitely onto something here with this kid hiding in his parents' house.
I think you might be right. So check out this picture. A little hard to see, but it's Googleable. You see the mom bending over the flower bed to what some people think looks like a hand coming out of the soil that is giving her something. There are people that are dead set on this theory. Now, this doesn't really make a lot of sense.
Well, let me say this.
Yeah.
I have a couple of kids.
Yeah.
Probably only one of them's capable of murder. But, and I won't say which one.
You don't have to.
Because I'm a good parent.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is why not start digging that bunker when they're in junior high?
Just in case.
You know what I mean? Just you dig that, you do that, go John Wayne Gacy or whatever. Just get into the underpinning. Go like The Great Escape. You know what I mean? You walk out, you're tunneling, you walk out in the yard, you shake your pant leg, a little dirt falls out.
Shawshank.
You know what I mean? Before you know it, you got a full-blown bunker down there. And then at some point when the shit goes down, you know what I mean? When
God willing, you'll never have to use it.
At 19,
Insurance
right into the bunker under the floorboards. They never really root around underneath the house.
They just open a couple of doors, open the closets. So a lot of people think that is a hand reaching out of the soil, that there is some sort of bunker.
There's a hand? I didn't see that.
I didn't either. But some people, it's hard to see. You see her bending over. And
well, if my mom ever hid me, the tip would be her gardening. That's how you know she's hiding her, because that bitch
couch.
never gardened a day in her life. But if all of a sudden you see her snap into gardening, it means I'm buried in the compost pile.
A lot of people think it's just a weed. And
would it be a poorly engineered bunker if you could just reach up through the roof?
That's what I was going to say. How do you have a bunker that basically has a soft top?
Yeah.
But I guess we'll find out.
I'll play you. We have the Bad Ronald trailer. Remember, this is a 70s movie of the week where they hid Bad Ronald inside of the house after he committed murder.
Yeah.
Say you're sorry.
Changed my childhood. Slapped him.
Uh-oh.
Pushed her. When they go Dutch with the camera.
Accidental murder. Ronald, a lonely and unpopular boy, takes refuge in a fantasy world.
All will be for nothing if we don't heed the rules.
Today I begin enjoying Princess Fancetta. She's the ruler of Atlanta.
An existence that becomes inescapable and deadly. Starring Kim Hunter, Dabney Coleman,
Planet of the Apes,
and Scott Jacoby in a compelling thriller, Bad Ronald.
Bad Ronald, he killed someone. He hid in the house, hid in his mom's house.
That's basically jail with your mom annoying you. Like I'd rather be in jail than...
Yeah, like if someone said, would you like to
house.
be in your own prison cell or one with a really short ceiling and your mom?
Who's gardening above you at all times.
He won an Emmy for a film called That Certain Summer, and he was on the Golden Girls. I actually think I remember which Golden Girls he was on.
Jacoby?
Yeah, I think he was like a runaway, and I think Dorothy slapped him, and it was a big deal, and like the audience
He
went
worked
quiet.
he worked a lot as a kid, man. I mean, as a teenager, if you can make it into a TV movie of the week, you've arrived, man. That was a big deal.
Wasn't he the kid in, I'm not seeing it, But wasn't he the kid in just one of the guys, or is that another
I only
kid?
know him as Bad Ronald.
Okay.
That movie changed my life.
Okay, good. So we'll find out if Bad Ronald's hiding under the flower bed soon enough, I'm sure. The lieutenant governor of North Carolina has said he will not back down over remarks where he called transgenderism and homosexuality filth.
Yeah, you show him.
Mark Robinson, who's also the first African American
I saw that guy's special on Netflix.
to hold the post, he made the remark during what he calls a sermon at a Baptist church. Here's the clip of what everyone is talking about.
There's no reason
Hold on.
anybody
Thank God he's black. That's all I got to say.
anywhere in America should be telling any child about transgenderism, homosexuality, any of that filth. And yes, I called it filth. And if you don't like it that I called it filth, come see me and I'll explain it to you.
So he does explain it.
I like how he doubled and then tripled down.
Right.
Yes.
That's what he said.
Uh-oh.
It's going to be some.
I'm gonna bury that son of a bitch under my fucking garden. Goddamn it!
Caitlyn Jenner?
Yes.
Yeah. Wow.
I'm gonna pull a laundry on that guy.
He called. Oh, laundry. Yeah.
Topical.
Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't know if that was a gay slang or you're actually talking about the guy who killed his girlfriend.
It's both, actually.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. So
Don't make me explain it.
all right. So Caitlyn, this, and first off, what about Dave Chappelle? What about what he said? Did you take offense?
My problem with that was it wasn't funny at all.
Oh,
I
it
didn't
wasn't
laugh
funny.
once. Yeah,
Wasn't
if it was funny, that's all right. If
Right.
you're doing funny jokes.
But,
This guy's stand-up set was also terrible.
no, but this guy's just
The
like a
lieutenant
Baptist
governor?
priest. He's
No,
a
he's a
minister.
lieutenant
Oh, he's a
governor.
lieutenant governor, but he was
Well.
doing it in a church.
Yeah.
I know.
I think he was trying to make some sort of joke there.
I know Kate has political ambitions. Maybe,
Yeah.
it didn't work out for governor of California, but maybe if this guy's
Yeah,
out.
North Carolina.
North Carolina governor.
Oh, shit. Brian's on to me.
Well, so Caitlyn, you hear this a lot where they go, look, I don't mind what this comedian said, but it wasn't funny.
Right.
But is that
That's right.
so? Would you like his Netflix special taken down from Netflix?
Yeah, I would actually. It's clogging up the whole Netflix. There's too many things coming out, and it's just one too many specials. I mean, he's got like 14 specials.
Oh.
He's never been funny. Dave Chappelle's never said one funny thing
I don't know about that.
Hey, feel
his
like
entire career.
so. You're,
Tell me one Dave Chappelle joke, Bald Brian.
Well, I don't know his material.
He can't remember.
I remember the Chappelle show is really funny.
yeah.
Oh, you remember it? Okay.
Well, Nutty
write that.
Nutty Professor, he was funny about women
right, women be
shopping.
shopping,
Can't
yeah.
stop a woman from shopping. That was
Is that
real
the
funny.
clumps? Yeah, he was pretty good in the clumps, but that's about it.
All right.
She'll give you that.
We'll just agree to disagree. And then this, what is he again?
He's the lieutenant governor.
Lieutenant governor. Yeah.
Mark Robinson. So, when asked by a local journalist how people in the LGBTQ community were supposed to take his words, Robinson had this to say.
If they take it that way, I sincerely apologize, but I don't back off of my words. When you introduce these adult-themed issues to children, that is filthy.
Well, I get it. I mean, I get the part we don't need 5-year-olds all coached up on sexuality as early and often as we're doing it, but that's about as far as I'll go with that.
Well, and maybe this doesn't happen that much in North Carolina. And, maybe it doesn't happen that much in California. But then you think, well, there's somebody in a child I know's class who has 2 dads, and maybe that has to be explained to,
Filth.
kindergartners.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. I grew up in a real progressive environment, and we sort of talked about everything, and I didn't really like talking about most of it because it felt weird.
Yeah.
Everyone always thinks about the parents, the kids, whatever. Kids talking about shit that's weird to them is really uncomfortable. Like I can remember having some molestation conversation with my mom, and I was just like,
What?
Weird.
Explain that.
Well, yeah, there's an older kid neighbor guy, and it was like if he ever tries to touch your parts,
my.
and I'm like, Eddie's a good dude, I like Eddie. As a matter of fact, he invited me to go camping with him for an indefinite period of time this summer. you know? And it was always like, I remember just going like, ugh.
Yeah, nobody
like,
wants it.
weird.
Yeah.
I get it.
When we were in Big Bear for little Henry's birthday, I was taking him out of the car seat in this like roller coaster, and it like racked him pretty hard. And so I felt bad, and I was walking. I was like, I'm so sorry. I was taking you out. It hit your little, your little thing
Ding-a-ling.
there. And he goes, it's a penis.
Right.
So I was super uncomfortable.
We have while Kyle is here, actually, we have this clip we've been sitting on with Bill Maher from, I don't know, 3 or 4 weeks ago, but he was kind of saying what I've always said, which is we're a little too into race. We're kind of busting everyone up into their own groups now. Yeah. Couple national anthems, different graduations, and he doesn't like the way it's heading, but I feel since we have Bill Maher here, we can probably get into this.
And finally, new rule, the only time there should be 2 national anthems is when the other team is from Canada. This season, the NFL has added Lift Every Voice and Sing, commonly known as the Black National Anthem, to the Star-Spangled Banner before games. And 2 weeks ago, I opined that it was fine to get rid of the old anthem. We just shouldn't have 2. Now, if you watch this show for opinions and you want to know what the correct opinion on the anthem is, that's it. That's the correct one. We shouldn't have 2. The program The View last week devoted a lot of time to this while somehow avoiding what I actually said. It seemed to be a lot about a need to school me on the Black National Anthem itself. Whoopi Goldberg said we need 2 anthems because, quote, we're having to re-educate people. Because nothing ever goes wrong when you start talking about re-education.
Bill?
Aren't I terrific? Let's start there.
Yeah, I mean...
What fantastic jokes.
Yeah, Bill, just to be honest, I feel like your show lately is just kind of talking about a lot of shit I've been talking about for 10 years, and everyone's giving you the credit.
Well, that's funny that you're saying this. You're saying that I stole from you?
I'm just saying it's starting to seem like more than a coincidence that shit I've been...
So you think I watch your show, or listen, and then I go, oh, what a delicious golden nugget. I'm going to take that thought. That's what you think. That's hilarious.
Yeah,
That's the funniest thing you've ever said on the show.
Oh, wait, now I'm confused. I am regarded as a bit of a truth teller. Someone that gets there a little bit early. You probably read my book, In 50 Years We'll All Be Chicks. That was me kind of.
Oh, yes. We all read that book.
Oh, okay.
500 copies you printed.
No, I mean, well, yeah, I'm not sure. It may have been more than that, but let's not get mired in that. Here's my point. I'm not saying you, Bill, stole material from me, but it's just coincidence. A lot of stuff I've been talking about over the years seems like stuff you're talking about recently. Maybe one of your writers. I know you have a large writing staff. Maybe one of them has been listening to me and sort of filtering some of that to you.
Without your knowledge.
Unconsciously even. Yeah,
I actually do hear what you're saying because I do sit around with my writers and we do talk about you every now and then.
Oh, you do? Okay.
Yes, we do.
All right.
It is always something like, did you hear what that, excuse my language, shithead said? Oh. This is not me saying this. This is my writers. And we laugh about it.
Oh.
It's like a roast, though, you know what I mean?
Yeah, like you only roast the ones you love. Yeah. That's what Jeff Ross says.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So we do talk about you. We do laugh about you. Yeah, so it's possible. Very possible.
Oh, okay. So, all right. So maybe I'm on to something. But I like what you've been saying lately. We don't want 2 Americas. We don't want 2 national anthems. Whoopi Goldberg's a bitch. I agree with that,
Right. We want 1 black national anthem.
No. I think what you're saying is you didn't. Well, maybe you didn't want the black. You said you didn't care which national anthem, but whenever a white guy says I don't care which one, but pick one, he means the old one.
The one
he means the old one.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
Right.
I get it. And all right. Sorry. What else you got, Gina Grad? And Whoopi, are you and Whoopi on good terms now, or
no? We're not. We shan't be dating ever again.
Oh boy.
Mm-hmm. Who's more miserable with a happier first name? Joy Behar or Whoopi Goldberg? Who's the more put upon bitch with the two happiest first names? And I will also add the term garnishing your wages. Which one? I'm going to add one more, Bill. Okay. The organization GLAAD, the Gay and Lesbian Anti-Defamation. Who is a more miserable group, or what sounds better but couldn't be further from the truth? Garnishing wages, GLAAD, Whoopi Goldberg, or Joy Behar. Which one?
This is a tough one. This is a Sophie's choice here. Oh, I thought Whoopi and Joy were doing that ironically.
Oh, really? Oh, like when you call a fat guy Stretch.
Yeah, or Slim, right.
Yeah, right. I got it.
Yeah. There's nothing Joy about that woman.
If we hear this on this next episode, I think you got a case, my friend. I think you actually can bring this up.
This is timestamp.
New rule. Why is she called Whoopi? She doesn't seem very happy.
I'm glad we're talking
Well, wait a minute. Now, that's my...
We already wrote that.
Right. Wait a minute.
We wrote that today.
That was my... Hold on, Bill. That's my take.
New rule. GLAAD, are they? Okay, we'll be right back. We wrote that this afternoon.
Wait a second. That's something I've been saying for a long time, Bill. That's my take.
No, look, I just got here. I'm telling you, this was already written. I'm a little suspicious. Are you spying on us? That's the question.
The tables have turned.
That's what I'm worried about.
Oh, my God. I feel like I'm taking peyote now. Bill, this is what I'm talking about. I feel like I'm laying out a lot of these ideas. Somehow they're floating over into your camp, and then you say them on stage. Everyone's like, oh, Bill, breaking ground. What a soothsayer. I feel like you're ripping off my stuff. This GLAAD thing, this Whoopi, these are my takes.
You're a little paranoid. What kind of medication are you on?
I'm not on any yet, but the day is young. So you're saying...
You're acting a little paranoid.
Are you going to do the GLAAD and the Whoopi thing in the next episode?
Yes, I told you that. New rule. Wait a second. Chris just sent me a new rule. Hold on 1 second.
All right, put your glasses on.
Passion fruit iced tea is the worst.
My God. This is just obvious.
That's mine. That's mine now.
Oh, next thing you know, you're going to start complaining about red left turn arrows. This is my...
Yeah, what's with those?
No!
Turn on red.
No. This is... You got to stay in your lane, Bill. This is my material.
What's with laundry's little bunker there? They should put little dirt in their shoes and over time make a bunker.
Okay.
That would be cool.
That's a Bad Ronald take.
Hyper-specific.
We'll be right back after this. Okay, bye-bye. Okay.
I knew he was ripping off my stuff, but now he's doing it like real time.
I was skeptical when you first brought it up, and now I know.
Wow, you're all real paranoid.
Yeah, he won't even admit it.
All right, but the whole garnish your wages thing, I can keep that one. Or...
Let me think about that.
There's nothing there.
Okay.
Did somebody already write that this afternoon?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, Gina.
Okay.
And what's with the garden with the? What's a garden with a soft top?
Now he's ripping off all of us.
I had this take too about who's more miserable, Joy Behar or Joy Reid. Like who are the most miserable of the two Joys?
Most miserable Joys.
Yeah, is that
my
something
that's something yes.
You worked on that?
Yes, I worked on that.
Is that written down
that's
somewhere?
Something written down somewhere already.
You got to show that.
I will show you.
I want to see a timestamp on that shit. I feel like those are my takes, Bill.
Okay, we'll get right to it because we're doing something right now about Dog the Bounty Hunter. That guy needs some leave-in conditioner, if you ask me.
No!
If you ask me.
Oh, you can't
can see
just
that guy coming a mile away.
You can't just put "if you ask me" at the end of one of my takes. That doesn't make it one of your takes because you put "if you ask me." Now, look, if you want me to write for the show,
yes, I can. New rule, yes, I can. Okay.
All right, maybe I'll just write for the show and I can at least get paid for
No, thanks. We're all stocked up here.
Does he at least get a producer credit?
No.
Okay.
Wow.
So, okay, go ahead and do the Whoopi and the Joy take, but obviously you go, like my friend Adam Carolla says, and then you go into the joke, right?
Okay. Yeah, we'll definitely do that.
Okay. You sound sarcastic when you're saying
No. No, definitely. Let me just write that down.
Wait, you already wrote it down.
New rule. Do what Adam says. Yes, we'll do that.
He might have a hard time saying my friend Adam Carolla.
All right. Well, as long as we're on this roll, I got a Joe Biden clip that I told Max Pat to pull up so we can have some fun with that. And he's just he seems like he's a little off his game, but he's speaking at, I don't know, Caterpillar plant or something. Anyway.
Parenthetically, when you build a charging station, it's like back in the day when my grandpa worked for the American Oil Company back in the turn of the 1920 in that area. They went from state to state convincing people that they allow them to put 20,000 gallons of gasoline under the ground. They didn't want them around.
You know, it'd be funny if they did like they did in Idiocracy, where they cut to the prompter. And it was like in 2004, when my grandpappy opened a jogging station. Just like big lines. And that would be the funniest thing ever. Joe, listen.
It's in that area, man. 2005. In that area. Man.
I'm saying you may have lost your fastball, Joe. No?
No, man. Look. I was just talking about my grandpa. Is it a difficult way to figure out when it was? You know, it was a long time ago.
But I don't think anyone ever opened a jogging station back in the. Maybe you're saying charging. Yeah. It was a charging.
No, you'd walk in. After a long jog, you could jock in there, man. You jock in there, man. Come on.
All right.
Get your face out of your ears.
Look, I hate to have to bring. Did you say fish out of my
face out of your ears?
Oh, my face. I hate to have to bring this up, but it's all over the news with your son Hunter and the art exhibit. He did one in L.A. I think Mayor Garcetti came out. They're going to do one in New York. They're talking about making some serious cash on some of those paintings. A lot of people think maybe it's not really ethically, kosher to do that. That maybe you'd curry some favor with someone like yourself if you spent $500K on a Hunter Biden painting. Is that?
Oh no, that's not what's happening here.
What's happening? Sorry.
He's losing money because of me, man.
Oh,
these paintings will go for $1 million.
Well, he has no.
Back in 2007, back in 2000, you're selling them for more, man. The prices come down.
Oh, so that's an interesting take. So a lot of people in the media are saying the only reason these things are going for $50,000 or $100,000 or $500,000 is because he's your son. But you're saying if he wasn't your son, there'd be $1 million on the open market, and there's actually bringing the price down.
Yeah, you seen him, man? Those are beautiful works of art there. It's got a smudge over one side and then the colors on the other side. Beautiful.
That's weird. Well, he's kind of like Howard Stern in that he took up painting very late.
That's right.
You know what I mean? Like I kind of wonder why.
George W. Bush.
Yeah, this didn't crop up earlier in his life.
He always had this talent, man. When he was a kid, he'd do those drawings and he'd stay in the lines, the crayon colors.
Paint by numbers, we talking about?
Paint by numbers, man. Yeah, get all the numbers right. And 2's blue, 3's brown, man. Come on. Get your face out of your face.
I think one of the things that gets a lot of attention about his art is he uses like a straw or a pipe and blows the paint onto the page, right?
Yeah, he ran out of brushes. I said, just use that, man.
Is Elon Musk anywhere around there, President Biden?
Where's Elon? Oh, hey.
Hey, Elon.
Super cool. You see Berlin factory.
Hey. You were, I know you just opened up in Austin. You're basically told to fuck off by people in Los Angeles, or at least by a couple of city council people. Then did you move for the tax break, or did you move because it was you're personally insulted?
It was a couple of reasons. First, the tax cost, a lot lower here. Lot lower. Also, the people from LA are douchebags. A lot of douchebags.
But didn't your girlfriend, what was her name? C-3PO?
Grimes.
Oh, sorry.
The kid's name is like...
The dog was C-3PO.
Okay, Grimes.
Yeah. Grimes.
There's some controversy with your ex Grimes. She was pictured reading a Communist Manifesto or something. And
she's into that. She likes, government that sort of takes control. sort of thing.
So I can see why maybe you guys agreed to disagree about the government taking control, because you're going to Texas to have a little more control over your life, and she's working on being a communist.
Super hot in bed there. We'd role play, you know.
Okay.
What would the roles be?
Well,
if you
the
don't
bedroom with the Kremlin, you know, should be Stalin, you know. I'd come in there, just be a cowboy. And it got pretty hot and heavy. Pretty hot and heavy. Yeah.
I know. Do you feel like you're competing with Bezos for dominance of private sector outer space travel, or is he just sort of a colleague? How would you describe Richard Branson and Bezos?
I would describe them as turds on my shoe.
Turds.
Like, you know, you step in something, you step in and it sort of bothers you, you know, starts to stink, you know. You get in your car, you're like, what's that stink? That's basically Bezos. They can't get into orbit, which is actually much more difficult than just shooting a rocket straight up in the air. Way more difficult.
So you're saying you're leaps and bounds ahead of them.
Yes, and they know this. Anybody who knows rocketry knows this, which is about 150 people on Earth.
How's the boring company going? You know, you're talking
Very
about...
boring.
Wow.
It's good. Yeah, you were talking about drilling through the 405 pass, you know, going underground.
Boring.
I saw it in Vegas at the new convention center. You actually did bore it out over there, and Teslas would drive under the street and pop up on the other side. Seemed very promising to me.
It is. I know you've talked about a bullet train from LA to Vegas has been something you've talked about for years.
Yeah.
And we're going to do that. It's going to be very boring. It's a long tunnel. Would you go into a tunnel? Would you feel safe doing that?
I would feel safe. And yeah, thanks for bringing up the bullet train to Vegas. That's something I've talked about for.
I want to give you credit because the last guy did not give you credit.
No, I'm saying I saw Bill Maher talking about it in an article, but that's been me. You know what I mean?
I have an idea. How about we do a bullet train from Vegas to L.A.?
Well, that
popped in.
Bill, that's my idea.
I don't know how he got in here. Sorry about that. He's over my house. So
is Bill at your house?
He's at my house.
Great minds.
Yeah. Sorry.
The greatest minds. So SpaceX. Now, is SpaceX... I know it's out here by the airport, but there must be opening some facility in Texas somewhere as well. And then you're building the cars. This Lorena Gonzalez, this councilwoman from San Diego, she gave you a bunch of shit for giving your janitors a hard time. I don't know
what not considering them.
Not considering your janitors. Do you consider janitors?
I don't consider janitors at all.
Why don't you spend more time thinking about janitorial subjects, Elon Musk?
No. I know you think I should, but I don't at all. I've not thought once about a janitor.
Wow.
Maybe I should a little more.
Yeah, because you're being accused of not thinking about your janitorial staff enough.
I do a little bit. I'll say, pick that up. You pick that up right now. So I do think about it sometimes. A little bit.
All right. Any last words from Bill Maher? Because I had this, a couple more hot takes. Probably wanted to, run your way. But
I just think that I want to apologize for all the years of upsetting you, Adam. I think you're a wonderful talent.
Right. Oh, and speaking of that, you and Sarah Silverman and company going to Hawaii this year? Maybe you want me to do
we are.
I could do
We'd love to have you.
Yeah.
Let me just check the manifesto here. See how many people are on the plane.
I think it's just a manifest, but I've done that myself. Right. But you're not the Unabomber. But I'll just do a drop-in set, do like 30 minutes, just a kind of surprise, hey, everybody, bonus. Guess who's taking the stage? Adam Carolla. And people are going to love it, right?
People would love that. Okay, let me just check my manifesto.
Yeah.
Oh, God, we got no room. That's terrible.
Well, who's performing?
It's just me and Sarah.
Well,
can't carve out like 10 minutes.
There's
do like a
bags, I think Sarah has a dog. There's a lot of things that got to fit on.
But what if I just did like a
tight
jet? I just do like a tight 15 minutes.
Yeah, what if he got himself to Hawaii?
I could host.
Why don't you tape it? Adam? Send it in, and we'll see if we'll play it and laugh at it.
I think I'm a little beyond that for my career. I think those days are in the past. I think I've earned the respect of people like you and Sarah and fellow comedians, where I don't have to longer put stuff down on tape and send it in to have
just a tight five, so we could say.
What if I MC? What if I go out there, do about 8 minutes, really warm up the crowd, bring Sarah on, Sarah does 40 minutes, then I come back out, do another 10, in between, and then I bring you up, you do an hour, and then I just kind of close it out.
Okay, that would be fantastic. Let me send you an email with all the information you'll need.
Okay, great. Thank you.
Okay.
Now we're talking. Thanks,
now
Bill.
We're talking.
Yeah, we'll see you in Maui, buddy.
Definitely.
Oh.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. Tell Sarah I'm coming.
Okay, definitely. Gonna just send it right to your email, which I don't have. Okay. Bye.
All right.
Oh, well, do you need his email address?
No, thank you.
Oh.
All right, let's bring it home, Gina Grad.
You got it. I'm Gina Grad, and that's the news.
Let me tell you about Scribd. With so much content out there, you might spend as much time looking for your next book as reading it. Scribd, instant access to millions of ebooks, audiobooks, or I should say audiobooks, but I like audiobooks.
That's true.
Magazines and more, plus thoughtfully curated editors' picks and smart recommendations based on what you've read, all for just $9.99 a month. Streaming changed everything. We used to flip TV channels hoping for something interesting. Now we just pick from thousands of options. Scribd does that for books. Wired and Forbes calls it Netflix for books. I got all my books over there. It's the way you walk and get smart. Listen to Scribd or on your next plane flight as well.